Hello and welcome to the video guys, it's Militated here and today I'm going to be showing you quite a few things. First of all, I'll be showing you how to get the coloured or camo pouches. After that, I'll show you how to get the plate carriers, including the adversary coloured ones, onto any top or outfit. Along with those, we'll be getting the gun belt and I'll show you how to put the armour vests on with combat shirts. Just to avoid confusion, the armour vests are the one that you're seeing right now instead of the plate carrier. And yes, the plate carrier vest, the armour vest and the belt will all be compatible with the pouches. Okay, so just a few more seconds before we get into the video, but I just want to say that this video is divided into two parts. So part 1 is just going to be obtaining those coloured or camo pouches. This part is both for male and female characters. Right after that, we're going to be heading straight into part 2, which is obtaining the vest and the belt and putting them on the outfits. However, for part 2 you will need to delete your second character and your main character's saved outfits, so please do keep that in mind. You do not need to do both parts, so if you just want to do part 1 without doing part 2 or vice versa, then that is completely fine. Enough talking, let's now get on to part 1. To begin, we're going to start out in an ammunition and we're going to start browsing the outfit section. From here we're going to go into outfit standard and purchase the effortless. With that outfit purchased, we're then going to back out and open up the interaction menu and go into style and accessories. From here we're then going to remove the glasses and close the interaction menu. We now need to head over to the weapon section of the store and we're going to purchase a parachute from the top left in case you haven't already. Back out of the weapon section, open up the interaction menu, go into style and parachute and make sure that parachute is set to on. With that equipped, we're then going to walk outside of the ammunition and press the start button to bring up the map. Scroll down the list on the right until you get down to the time trial. Now this might not be in the same place for you as it does change location, but that is absolutely fine. Simply just waypoint it and drive over there. If you can't see the time trial, open up your interaction menu and go down to hide options. From here we're going to go into other and make sure it's set to custom instead of hide. When we've got it set to custom, scroll down and make sure that time trial is set to show, and then it should show up on the map for you. With that out of the way, we then need to get into a personal car and we're going to drive over to the time trial. Just before we drive in, we're going to exit the vehicle and open up the interaction menu. Now go down to the bottom of the list and make sure that your spawn location is set to last location. After doing that, go into style and parachute and make sure that parachute is now set to off. Now get back into the car, drive into the time trial and start it up, and then we're going to switch to a single player character such as Franklin. This will then take you out of GTA Online and take you down into single player as expected. So once you can, you're then going to open up your interaction menu and go into director mode. You'll then load into the casting trailer and see this menu. Now if your shortlist actors isn't grayed out, simply just go into shortlist actors and remove all of the actors that you have in there. With those removed, we're then going to go up to the actors category and go into animals. From here we're going to scroll down to the chicken hawk and we're going to shortlist it. You can see the buttons in the bottom right corner. It doesn't have to be the chicken hawk exclusively, but I would recommend using it so that you can best replicate the results. You can also use another bird such as a seagull, but the chicken hawk is the one that I prefer to go with. If you don't have the chicken hawk unlocked, then that means you haven't got the peyote plant in single player, so go onto Google and type in chicken hawk peyote plant location and go and get it. Okay, so now that we have the bird shortlisted, we're going to back out of there and go down to online characters. From here we're simply just going to shortlist our online character that we're using. We're then going to back out and go into shortlist actors, which will then take us back over to the bird. We now need to hold down on the left analog stick, which will then automatically switch between the characters. The bird is meant to be duplicating, but it won't do it at first, so what we need to do is back out and we're going to exit to story mode. This will of course take you back to Franklin, and whenever you're able to, we're going to press start, go to online and we're going to join an online session. For this part I would recommend going into an invite only session just because it loads up a little bit faster. Assuming you set your spawn location to last location, you should spawn right next to the time trial. We now just need to retrieve our car and we're going to drive up to it, but do not go into it just yet. Instead we're going to exit the vehicle and we're going to reopen the interaction menu, but this time we're going to go back into style and parachute and make sure it's now set to on. With that done, we're then going to get back into the car, drive into the time trial, start it up and then switch back to Franklin. For whatever reason, it decided to load me in as Michael even though I chose Franklin, but don't worry if that happens. We now need to open up the interaction menu and we're going to go back into director mode. Okay, so now that we are back in the casting trailer as either Michael or Franklin, depending on which one it loaded you in as, we're now going to go back down into shortlist actors. As we did before, we're then going to hold down on the left analog stick and it's going to automatically switch between the chicken hawk and the online character. This time though, you'll notice that your bird is now starting to duplicate, which is exactly what we want. So this is the part where a bunch of people will probably click off the video. You now need to do this for the next 26 real life minutes. I would suggest that you tie an elastic band or something around your analog stick and go do something else for those 26 minutes. For example, you can go check out some of my other videos and maybe even subscribe. Whatever you decide to do for those 26 minutes, you'll then come back and realise that you now have an army of chicken hawks. Your online character will then teleport from the casting trailer to on top of the hay bale with the chicken hawks. We're now going to remove the chicken hawk from the shortlist, and that will take you back over to the empty casting trailer. Next, we're going to press back, go into actors and go into the beach bums category, and you should be hovering over the boardwalker, but do not select it. You should see your online character, but if you happen to see this guy, then don't worry. All you need to do is press back, go back into animals and shortlist the chicken hawk again. Once you have it shortlisted, you're then going to press back twice and go into shortlist actors, and you're going to switch between them again. Your character will then teleport back on top of the hay bale after maybe 1 to 3 times. Remove the chicken hawk, go back, go into actors and beach bums, and then hover over boardwalker, and you should now see your GTA Online character. We now need to keep pressing the appearance button, which you can see in the bottom right, until you get to an outfit that is not glitchy and has a Christmas mask. Press shortlist when you find one, and then we're going to need to go and find another 2. So for those of you who are not too good at math, that means you need to find 3 outfits which are not glitchy and have the Christmas masks. This might take a bit of searching because most of the outfits are glitchy, but this is the most important step of this glitch. If you pick outfits that are too glitchy or have blacklisted items, then this glitch will not work. So please pick carefully so that you don't need to duplicate chicken hawks for another 26 minutes. Okay, so now that we have shortlisted 3 non-glitchy outfits with the Christmas masks, we're then going to change the appearance and just keep on shortlisting the ones that come up, no matter what they look like. You'll then get this alert after you've shortlisted a bunch of actors, and you're going to press back, do not press OK. Now it's time to find the pouches, so keep on changing appearance until you find the pouches in the colour or camo that you want. For example, I wanted the fall camo ones, which did take a bit of searching, but I eventually got them. As you may have noticed by now, this glitch is not a quick process. We now need to shortlist the actor, which will then bring up this message, but this time we're going to press OK. We then need to press back twice and go into shortlist actors. When you start scrolling through your shortlisted actors, you'll then notice that the pouches have transferred over to all of the outfits. You now need to pick one of the top 3 non-glitchy outfits that have the Christmas mask. You need to pick the one that is least glitchiest of the 3, and that happened to be the first one that I picked. Again, please choose wisely because this will determine whether or not the glitch works for you. When you're happy with your choice, simply select it and it will take you down into director mode. Of course, we'll be wearing the outfit that has the Christmas mask and the pouches, so what we need to do now is open up the interaction menu and go down to the bottom to quit director mode. Now we need to reopen the interaction menu and we're going to go back into director mode. This will load you back into the casting trailer as the character which has the pouches and the Christmas mask. We now need to go down to enter director mode. I know this might seem tedious, but it's just what we have to do, so just go along with it. At this point, we're going to open up the interaction menu and quit director mode once again, but you need to be quick on this next part. Take a few steps forward, press start, go to online, play GTA Online and press go. Assuming that you have good judgment and the outfit that you picked wasn't too glitchy, then you should have the outfit with the pouches and without the Christmas mask. If you don't have the outfit, then I guess it's time for you to go and duplicate more chicken hawks. So when you head over to a clothing store, you might notice that all the clothing items are locked and you can't actually equip anything. To very easily fix this, we're just going to switch back to Franklin. Of course, this will take you out of online and put you into story mode, where you're then going to press start, go to online, and you're going to join another online session. As you can see me doing here, you're then free to customize the outfit however you want, and the pouches will stay on front of the outfit even when you're using the plate carriers. If you're happy with that, then great, you are done, but if you want to take your customization to the next level and maybe get some combinations that you can't normally get, such as combat shirts and plate carriers, then continue watching. As I'm showing here, if you try to equip a plate carrier over a combat shirt normally, it will make the combat shirt disappear. It's time for part 2, but please do remember that this part will delete your second character and all of your main character's outfits. To begin, we're going to press the start button, go to online, and we're going to go down to swap character. This will then take you up into the character selection screen, and you're going to then wait for it to load. Your main male character, which is the one that we are using with the pouches, has to be in the first character slot. If it's in the second character slot, then I'm sorry, but this will not work for you. Moving on, if you already have a second character, then unfortunately you will need to delete it to start a new one. If you can, copy a rank over to this new character, and no, it will not affect your main character's rank. All you need to do on this menu is make sure that your character is a female. Then save and continue, enter a name and take a photo, which will then load you into an online session. Unfortunately, you will need to watch that long Diamond Casino cutscene before you get into the session. When you load in, press start and check that the clothing stores have loaded in on the map. If they haven't, then don't worry, just find a new session. Okay, so it's now time to head down to the nearest clothing store and we're going to start browsing the pants section. From here we're going to go into the sports pants category and we're going to purchase the spotted muscle pants. It is worth noting that you cannot purchase anything else, so please make sure you follow what I'm getting exactly. We then need to go into earrings and we're going to purchase the B&W Deco earrings. For some reason a lot of people seem to forget those, so please do make sure that you buy them. Now go back, go into the gloves category and purchase the light woodland tactical. We're now ready to move out of the accessory section and we're going to go over to the other side of the store to browse shoes. From here we're going to go into sneakers and purchase the pink plain high tops. We're then ready to back out of there and we're going to go over to the top section. At this point we're going to go into the work jackets category and we're going to purchase the peach camo closed field. Once you have that jacket equipped, we're then going to press back and go down to the gun running t-shirts category. The t-shirts that you pick here will determine which colour plate carrier you get on your male character later on when we transfer the outfits. Here are 2 screenshots from xTiffi's component list. This will tell you which female t-shirt will give which male plate carrier. I will show you how this works in a few seconds, but this is the screen that you're going to want to pause on when you're doing this for yourself. Okay, so I'll now show you a few examples. So for instance, if you wanted the black plate carrier on your male, you need to purchase the blue digital rolled tee. We're then going to save this in outfit slot 1 and we're going to call it black vest. If you also want to get the pink adversary mode plate carrier, then all you need to do is purchase the sand rolled tee, save that as an outfit in slot 2 and we're going to call that one pink vest. Again, all you need to do is go back to that list that I showed you to find out which t-shirt gives which plate carrier. That's basically where I'm reading this off of. As another example, the moss rolled tee will give you the purple adversary mode plate carrier, so we're then going to go and save that as an outfit in slot 3 and we're going to call that one purple vest. I'm now going to speed up this footage because I'm going to make quite a few plate carrier outfits. However, you can make as many or as few as you like, it is really up to you. So if you're only interested in, say, the black plate carrier and maybe the peach camo plate carrier, then feel free to just go make those 2, you don't need to do the other ones. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to be making quite a few of these outfits so that I can show you a bit of variety later on when we go to the male character. If you've never done this glitch before and this is all a bit confusing, then please don't worry, just follow what I've done and you will be fine. I would also like to take this time just to remind you, please do not forget the B&W Deco earrings, as they will allow the pouches and the plate carrier or the gun belt to be combined together. If you don't have the earrings, then you won't be able to have the pouches on the same outfit as the plate carrier or the gun belt. Okay, so I've now finished my plate carrier outfits, so we're going to move on to the next part, which is the gun belt, which is very easy, so don't worry. So we still need to be in gun running t-shirts, but this time we're going to go right down to the bottom of the list and we're going to purchase the blue digital t-shirt. Don't confuse this t-shirt with the ones that are closer to the top of the list which give the plate carriers. The one at the bottom of the list is the one that gives the gun belt. Save this outfit under your plate carriers and call it gun belt. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is make some combat shirt outfits so that we can combine those with the camo armor vests later on the male. First we're going to go into the bikini category of the top section and we're going to purchase the orange bikini from the bottom of the list. At this point we're then going to back out of bikinis and we're going to go into the biker cuts category. Thankfully this part is much more straightforward, so for instance a brushstroke denim cut will give you the brushstroke combat shirt. Likewise the flecktarn denim cut will give you the flecktarn combat shirt on the male. Because I got the full camo pouches on my male character, I'm going to purchase the full denim cut so that I can get the full combat shirt. I'm then going to save this outfit in outfit slot 20, which is away from the gun belt and the plate carriers, and I'm going to call this one full com, which is short for combat. I'm also going to purchase the flecktarn denim cut because I intend on getting the flecktarn pouches later on. After that's been purchased, I'm then going to save this in slot 19, which is just above the other combat shirt one, and I'm going to call this one fleck com. We're going to leave some empty outfit slots because obviously we need to save some on a male character when we get to it. I would recommend saving these outfits in the same order that I've done, so the plate carrier and gun belt from slot 1 onwards, and then the combat shirts from slot 20 backwards. I really hope this is all making sense, just copy what I've done basically. With the confusing part over, we now need to go and leave the store to force a save. The game actually saved for me as I left the clothing store as indicated by the orange circle in the bottom right, but to force save, just open up your interaction menu and use the kill yourself option. To be extra safe, then you can wait a couple of minutes and force save again. The reason that we need to force save is to make sure that the outfits that we've just made actually stay on the character. Moving on, we're now going to press start, go to online and start up the creator. Thankfully this process is much easier than it was before, so what we need to do now is go into create a race and we're going to go into the tutorial. That is pretty much all we have to do there, so we're just going to wait a few seconds, then we're going to press the start button or the P key if you're on PC, and you're going to head over to the online tab. Now just go down to choose character, and again this will take you up into the character selection screen. Once it loads, you should have your male character with the pouches and the female character with the weird outfits. We then need to go over to the female character and delete it. After it has been deleted, do not select a character. Instead, look at the bottom right and press return to Grand Theft Auto 5. This will take you away from the character selection screen and put you into single player. When you're able to, press start, go to online and find a session. You'll then load in on your male character, and we're going to need to head over to a clothing store. Once inside, we need to go over to the outfit section and browse the outfits saved category. As you can see here, the female outfits that we have made have now transferred over to the male character's slots. In the unlikely event that your outfits didn't transfer, then that means your force save didn't work, so you're going to need to go back onto a female character and make those outfits again. That is why I recommended force saving twice, but that is up to you. Okay, so it's now time for you to design the outfit that you want to put the plate carrier, the gun belt, or the combat shirt on. I'm going to be doing the plate carrier first, so I'll be making a full outfit to match the pouches. To put the plate carrier on top of a combat shirt or any other top that you can't normally put it on, press start, go to online, jobs, play job, Rockstar created, and go to versus. From here we're going to start up the mission called Crooked Cop. Shortly after, the settings screen will then load up, and all you need to do here is change the clothing from classic to player owned. After that is done, you then need to go down and confirm the settings. Just as a side note, you need to be the host of the lobby. At this point you can either invite a random person using the auto invite function, or you can invite a friend. Alternatively, you can also join my Discord server, which is linked in the description, and you can find someone to help you there. Either way, when someone joins your lobby, just press play and wait for the outfit selection screen. Go down to owned outfit and press right on the D-pad to start cycling through the vest outfits. Just to explain, pressing right on the D-pad will start cycling through outfits 1 and continue on from there, so do not press left as I will go to outfit 20, which is the combat shirt. Stop scrolling right if you get to the gun belt, because if you go again it will just automatically go to slot 19, which again is the combat shirt. For now though, just select whichever plate carrier you want and ready up. After a short cutscene, you'll then load into the mission and you're going to open up the interaction menu. From here you need to go into style and accessories and press left on where it says gear to equip an earpiece. With that equipped, you're then going to close the interaction menu, bring up your phone and quit the job. When you load into the GTA Online session, you'll then notice that you are still wearing the outfit, but you now have the plate carrier on top of the combat shirt. If the pouches get removed when you try to equip a plate carrier, then that means that you forgot to put the B and W deco earrings on the female outfit, as I said. Now just go and save it in one of the empty outfit slots, and then we're ready to move on to the next bit. So now that we have covered the plate carriers, we're going to move on to these camo armor vests. In order to put this over a combat shirt, we first need to purchase it, and then we're going to back out of the top section. Same as we did before, we then press start, go to online, jobs, play job, Rockstar created, versus, and then we're going to start up Crooked Cop. To the best of my knowledge, this is the only mission that you're able to do this with. Anyway, once the settings screen loads up, you're going to go down to clothing and change it from classic to player owned like we did before. After doing that, just confirm the settings and then invite a person. Okay, so when the mission loads this time, we're going to go back down to owned outfit, but this time we're going to press left on the D-pad to equip outfit 20, which is the combat shirt. If you press left again, it's then going to equip outfit 19, which is the flecked-hand combat shirt in my case. But to match with the rest of my outfit, I'm just going to go back to the full one and then ready up. The process from here is the same, so once you load it in, you're going to open up the interaction menu, go to style and accessories and press left on gear to equip an earpiece. Then just close the interaction menu, open up your phone and quit the job. You'll still be wearing the outfit with the camo armor when you load it into the free mode session. So now you just need to head down to a clothing store and make sure that you save it in one of the empty outfit slots. Now that we've done the plate carriers and the camo armor vest, we're going to move on to the gun belt. The gun belt works best with tucked tops such as these shirts. If the waist area is covered, then it might cover some of the gun belt. When you've selected your top, just press start, go to online, jobs, play job, Rockstar created, versus and start up Crooked Cop. Change the clothing to player owned and invite someone. When we get to the outfit selection screen, go down to owned outfit and once again we're going to press right on the D-pad. This will cycle through the plate carriers, but don't worry, we're going to keep on going until we get to the gun belt outfit. Of course, if you prefer, then you can put the plate carrier on this top instead of the gun belt, but for now I'm just going to be showing you the gun belt. Like we've done twice before, we're going to open up the interaction menu when the mission loads, go into style and accessories and equip an earpiece from the gear section by pressing left on the D-pad. Open up your phone to quit the job and then you'll load into a free mode session. No surprises, but you'll still be wearing the outfit and you'll have the gun belt on it. You won't be able to have the gun belt with the plate carrier, but what you can do is open the interaction menu, go into inventory and body armor and use the interaction menu body armor. It's better than nothing and it does stay with the pouches, so what you need to do now is just go to the outfit section and make sure that you save the outfit in an empty slot. Okay, so from this point onwards I'm just going to show you a couple of different variations with the tops and the plate carriers. As I said before, we're able to put these plate carriers over any top or outfit. Of course you can't normally do this with the plate carriers, so it does open up a lot of options for you. However, please do keep in mind that some tops do work better than others. For instance, this parka jacket here doesn't work too well. You can clearly see that some of the parka jacket is poking through the front of the plate carrier. The reason for this is because the parka jacket is slightly bulkier than the other tops that we have used. So when you're selecting tops to put the plate carrier over, just try to pick something that isn't too bulky, unless of course you don't mind the clipping. Another thing I want to mention is that if you put the vest or the gun belt on an outfit, you are still free to customize it apart from the top. If you change the top, then it will remove the plate carrier or the gun belt. However, don't worry too much, because if you do just want to change the top, then all you need to do is go back into Crooked Cop and you can put the plate carrier over it again anyway. So I went back into direct mode to get the Flecktarn pouches, and you can now see them on this outfit with the Flecktarn combat shirt. Of course, there are many variations of the camo, so go for which one you want, including the solid colour ones such as tan and dark green. The only issue is that it might take quite a while to find a specific camo pattern or colour. But that is pretty much all I have for you today, so thank you very much for watching and I hope you enjoyed the video. I believe this is actually the first video to talk about the camo pouches, so please do make sure that you leave a like and subscribe for similar content. As previously mentioned, you can join my Discord server if you need help. The invitation link is going to be both in the description and in the pinned comment below, as well as a bunch of other useful information relative to this glitch. You can also follow me on Instagram at officialmilitated for some exclusive content, but apart from that guys, thanks once again for watching and I'll see you in the next GTA Online video.